Well, that was kind of awkward, but hello everyone, and welcome back to the CFRL YouTube channel. Tonight will be race 24 of the 2024 CFRL Cup Series season at Michigan. I'm Ryan Harp or Darth Kylo, and if you did not watch the midweek race at New Hampshire, then you missed quite an ending. And it brought on some serious implications going into tonight. Now, just as a quick recap, Spencer Boyce, uh, it looked like he had the car to win, but he blew a tire, came onto pit road, got that changed, but then he started wall popping, and on the last lap, he intentionally wrecked Joshua Harris. So because of that, his result from that race was disqualified. And on top of that, he has been suspended for the next two CFRL events. So tonight's race at Michigan and the next midweek race at Bristol for the trucks in 2 weeks after our off week. And finally, he has been put on strict probation for the rest of the season. Now, since he does have a win in the Cup Series already, locking him into the playoffs, it shouldn't really affect him too much, but for midweek, where winning a race does not guarantee a playoff spot, it could be a bit disastrous for him as we get into the final stretch of that season. But now, focusing on tonight, we are at Michigan. It's a really big track. It is a very draft-dependent track. It's not quite like a restrictor plate like track like Daytona or Talladega, but it is big enough to where draft is going to be the deciding factor. Now, that's what we have in terms of the on-track product tonight. But if I can look this up here. For the playoff standings, hold up, let me go ahead and get Mike's stream going if that's not on. Well, it's not on yet. Alright, so playoff standings, all 7 drivers that have won races this season are in with a win. So really, our focus is going to be right around that cutoff line. A little bit above that line and a little bit below that line. Jared Haw is the highest running driver without a win that is still above the cut line. So 909 points, 139 above the cut line. He's pretty much safe. Ryan Parsons, who is 107 points above that cut line, I would say he's also pretty safe. Now, Kevin Hall, he's kind of like in that danger zone, as he's the last car above the cut line, as he's only 50 points above that cut line. But guys like Cameron Morris and Joshua Harris, they are 50 and 63 points below that cut line, respectively. And so making it in on points is not going to help them at that point. So they need to just go out there and win just straight up. Now, we are at Michigan, and of course, these two guys do feel that they have a chance at that track. And really, I believe anybody has a chance to win tonight because the draft is, again, a great equalizer at a track like this. Now, one more big news bulletin that I would have to address is that with his win at the midweek race at New Hampshire, Tegan Jones, a guy who many people within this league consider to be the greatest driver in league history, just got his 98th career win, all time, in all series. He is just 2 wins away from reaching that magic number of 100. Now, obviously, he won't get it. He won't get 100 wins tonight. But if he does win tonight, he will be one step closer to achieving that goal. Now, for the qualifying results, and as I was just saying, Tegan Jones, he is on the pole with a 38.753, and he set a new track record. And just behind him is the 37 of Kevin Hall with one of his best starting positions of the season. And of course, he is the last driver above that cut line, so a great result from him could definitely improve his chances. In row 2, we have Cameron Morris, who is the first driver below that cut line, and Jared Haw, who is in 4th, and he is the highest points-paying driver without a win. And he is pretty much in. Row 3, we have Kamal Wright and Michael Fox. Row 4, we have Joshua Harris, who is the other big name driver below that cut line, and David Wessel. Row 5 is James Iaconelli and Ryan Parsons. And row 6 is Michael Whitman and JC Tirado. Now, reading those qualifying results, there is one name that is largely absent from there, and that is the 48 of Bradley Domer Jr., who has been having some stuff going on at his job, so he won't be able to make it tonight. So it's kind of odd not reading Bradley's name as one of the first ones on the qualifying sheet. But of course, Mike's stream is now going, so I will go ahead and join that. But yeah, normally he'd be sitting on the pole, or at the very least sitting in second for every race we run at, but that's not the case tonight. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep my eye on pretty much everybody in the top 4. Tegan Jones, to see if he can get win number 99. Kevin Hall, because he's the last driver above that cut line. Cameron Morris, who is the first driver below that cut line. And Jared Haw, who does not have a win, but he has the most points of anybody in that cut line region. So, yeah, we're going to be in for a pretty wild show, I would say. And I believe they're getting the lobby set up, so I will go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a listen in the chat, or on the race chat.
He didn't, because him and I had a wreck the week before.
Wait, why was he wanting to dump you?
Because he wanted to go for the win. Dump me. He had 4 tires, I had 2.
Oh, actually, apparently Chastain can also make it on.
That's what Bob said.
It looks like Blaney is the only one up front that's not going to make it.
Bubba.
Yeah, because Blaney is the only one. He's got 30 lap less fuel than everyone else up front.
Hey, Bubba, if you want a job, please get the fuck out the way.
Oh, so
please.
Saying here.
Are we? So is Kamala making any progress or what?
I keep texting him.
He hasn't responded probably.
Yeah.
We got to start pretty soon.
Yeah, I would prefer like now.
You're supposed to say like now.
Last week. I don't need another last week. We're already 20 minutes behind.
Everybody, JB's 45 years old. This bastard big
in front of Wallace.
Blaine's pitting.
Shit.
I got to pit it that damn early, unless he's out.
He wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, he wasn't going to make it anyways.
Yeah, but once the caution comes out now, he's fucked.
Well, the problem is that everybody else can make it, so it's not really going to matter.
ZX just popped back online.
Do you want me to get the lobby started, Tegan? Or
I've already got it.
Okay.
I'm just waiting till he pops in. He said he's at his girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what I heard him say.
Starting to think, oh, yeah, I know what his issue is. I done told him this once. His issue is the same thing as JB had.
Storage drive? I had it earlier
Yep.
this week. I had to kill it.
He was actually racing off of it, and I told him he needs to move the game over
Oh, Gibson.
to the main storage.
Come on, Denny. Catch that fucking watermelon boy.
He'll put him in the wall.
I do not need this Raleigh start.
Because Danny does not know how to pass for me.
Wreck-It Ross up here.
It's Ross. It doesn't matter.
Wreck-It Ross.
See, my problem is this. I really want Ross to win for my picks. At the second rate, I don't want him to win because he's one of the guys that's in points battle.
He's like comfortably in the playoffs, I know.
Something's wrong with Wallace because he led Bush by
Wallace
way
not
too easy.
online anymore.
What?
Oh, he just waved at him. Aw, how nice.
He's like, you're number one, buddy.
I gave him 2 fingers.
You're number 2 in my book.
You might be blue.
Does he say anything to you at all still, or no?
Haven't seen anything. No.
He said he was on.
He's copying.
My phone in the charger so I can see this. Except now he just takes a hold on. I don't think we can hold on any much longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get to bed.
You know, Kevin, you can not race tonight.
Nice try, Morris.
I'm too far back at points anyway, right? I'm like 50 behind you,
I
so.
just don't want. I'm sorry, S'mores, Harris, and Kevin. I don't want any of y'all to win. I don't mind if JD wins because he's ahead of me.
I'm going to cook.
I gotta win.
I'm going to cook.
I think we can wait till 25 max, and then we gotta go.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to watch the race.
Hamlin ain't making it much time.
What's that?
I said Hamlin ain't making it much time on Chastain.
He did. He's made up over half a second in the last 3 laps.
No, yeah, true. It was 2.7.
How else I gotta go?
will.
0.7.
He's got no time.
Marty. Parker.
Dave.
Regan. Kim.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Busher got wicked
Jesus
tight.
Christ. I don't know. That's not the guy I'll piss off right there, bro.
I don't think he got tight. I think he did it on purpose.
Yeah, so you have to race now. That's literally how you have to race.
Syndrome. He might crash out.
Do you want to start sending them out to you?
Yeah.
He can't.
Y'all can go without me.
Tell him we'll give him last place points since he was on here and made an attempt.
All right. Let me switch back.
Doesn't matter much to him anyway, but yeah, that's all good.
Someone else is already texting me.
Unfortunate. So everybody moves up a spot, I assume.
Yeah, where did he start?
So the inside lane or just everyone?
Not giving me the insane speed from last week.
We'll do whatever you want just to make it less confusing.
All right, so I'll start 6.
So I go up to 9.
God, I did not want to start on the outside.
Yeah, you can start on the inside now.
2 more.
My bad.
He said he was getting
I don't know if I'm in the scheme Mike told me, but.
And of course, that the chat that you were hearing was, of course, these guys commenting on the real race that's going on right now in Nashville. But as you probably may have heard, it's Kamal Wright, who qualified 5th, now no longer able to race. So everybody behind him will now move up a spot. So obviously, he does have a win already, so he's good. And he will be given last place points because he did make an attempt. But yeah, pretty wild turn of events already before we even start the race. So They're in the lobby, so I will go ahead and join them. While they're doing that, let's go ahead and go over the race notes. The pace speed will be 70 miles per hour. The stage will be the end of lap 25 to the beginning of lap 26. And of course, as we always do, you got to call out when you're going to pit, as well as not so much exiting, because it is a pretty big track, but you do have to be mindful of your surroundings. And of course, you do have to stay on the apron until the exit of turn 2, and try your best not to drift up until you get to the backstretch. Low draft is potent, so be wary of that. And now, of course, it's Kevin Hall that posts these race notes in the Talk Around channel on the Discord server. And he put a little message at the end saying, "Harp is life." I will gladly take that. So, what started out with 12 has now become 11 with Kamal Wright's departure. And it looks like everything is good to go. No major lag issues to report. Pole sitter Tegan Jones is on a quest to get 100 wins all time in the CFRL. He'll be one step closer to doing just that if he takes the win tonight. But he's going to have 10 other drivers right on his back bumper. But of course, since it's Tegan Jones, he might actually end up pulling away. And as they're coming off of turn 4, we're getting ready to go in Motown. The green flag is out now. Go get 'em, boys.
9 wins and you're losing points.
God.
Oh my, you lose already? Jesus, this is lap 1.
I see Mike doing some funny business back there.
I'm trying to let you vibe, but let me vibe.
Thank you.
First time I hit the brakes for anyone this game.
Thank you, Victor.
Got loose there, JB?
No, I finished it. Oh, well, JB.
So, you just had like a bad entry, Ryan, or?
I can't get the car to turn if I throw it at you. That could be
I'm just content riding behind you, S'mores.
Okay.
Got a lot of racing to go.
So we're on lap number 4, and number 4 is still leading, but he's already getting a bit of a challenge from Cameron Morris in the 2. He was right up on Tegan's back bumper, as we got one car getting a little loose off of turn 2. And it looked to be the 8 of JC Torado. Yeah, and already we're starting to see that battle for the lead. as Tegan is trying to hold off a hard charging Cameron Morris. And of course, Cameron Morris, he's below that cut line. He's in a must-win scenario, as is his teammate, the 12 of Joshua Harris. So he might try and get a little bit desperate to get himself that win and lock himself into the playoffs. And including tonight, we only have 3 races left. So these guys are just running out of time to get themselves a playoff spot. Of course, as you see, everybody is running the high line, which I believe is the preferred way around, or at least on the front stretch. And look at David Wessel. He went from like 4th almost to the lead. But alas, he has to settle for 3rd. But he might end up getting freight train. And that's exactly what's going to happen as Michael Whitman tries to get around him. A little bit of contact between those two. So now we're already starting to see the front 2 pull away. And a huge hornet's nest of cars from 3rd on back. Running 2 by 2, pretty much all the way down the field. But Whitman gave Wessel a push. But now here comes JC Tirado, who had a little bit of a scare coming off of turn 2 1 or 2 laps ago, but now he's up in the top 5. Looks like Wessel got into the wall entering turn 1 as he slowed up. Oh, and JC Tirado goes around. And it looks like the 88 of Jared Hall was caught up in that as well. So it looks like the caution is going to come out. And this will be the race back. Cameron trying to make a move on Tegan right before they get to the line, but it's not meant to be. Tegan Jones keeps his lead. So I believe what ended up happening to JC Tirado was that Wessel's stack up pretty much caused that chain reaction, and Tirado just was an innocent bystander in that, and he just went around. Jared Haw got caught up in that as well. And so it looks like pits are going to open, and from the looks of it, everybody's going to come in. And yep, as I suspected, everybody's in. And since everybody's on pit road, and as I always say this, whenever pit stops start, whether it be at the end of the stage or under caution, gotta check to see who has the first pit stall, so that way it'll be easier to tell who wins the race off of pit road. And it looks like the 24 of James Iconelli has the first pit stall. And Tegan Jones will easily win the race off. And look at David Wessel gaining a couple spots. Now he's up to second behind his teammate, Tegan Jones. Or or did Cameron Morris beat him out for second? Because it looked a little bit even, especially since, you know, everybody was just phasing through each other. But it looks like Cameron Morris will retain second place. And before we get the race back underway, I should say, a little bit of congratulations are in order for the driver of that 9 car, Michael Whitman, last week's winner at Martinsville. As I did say that his win at Martinsville was dominant. But there's another word to describe that win: historic. Because he broke a couple of league records last week. Most laps led in a race, and most consecutive laps led in a race. So, Michael Whitman adding to his resume as the green flag's back out, and we are underway at Michigan once again. And now look at Michael Whitman trying to make a move. He probably heard what I said, and he was like, yeah, I think I can go ahead and take the lead back. Or take the lead for the first time today. So now Michael Whitman trying to make a charge on Tegan Jones. And of course, these two have been just battling it out back and forth for that points lead, that regular season points lead. And neither one of them has given an inch. And of course, as of right now, Tegan Jones is the one that has the car to beat. And of course, these guys do run on low draft. So I believe that is to promote the closer racing that we're seeing right now. And of course, Tegan Jones trying to break that draft as he weaves back and forth up and down the track. But now Joshua Harris trying to make a move on Michael Whitman for second. And he's got his Penske teammate of Cameron Morris right behind him. Now again, keep in mind, Cameron Morris and Joshua Harris are the two drivers below that cut line that we were talking about earlier, and they felt like they have a really good chance to win here, and they're already starting to make their presence felt. So Michael Whitman still running in second. He had a bit of a look on Tegan Jones there on the front stretch, but now he's trying to make that move now. And Joshua Harris gets way down low onto the apron. And Cameron Morris takes over third.